Yeah, I continue to say this is absolutely the best time to buy Bitcoin. That risk adjusted. Literally every industry is starting to support Bitcoin and the ancillary activities that go around this industry. But I can absolutely see Bitcoin as a $10 trillion industry in the next 3 to 4 years. That's a 10x from here.
Yeah.
Right? So
And
that's
Bitcoin's
a $500,000 Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is on track to soar into a $1 trillion market, potentially driving its price to $500,000 per coin, according to the latest insights from Gary Cardone, CEO of Cardone Ventures. Gary believes now is the ideal time to invest in Bitcoin as it gains widespread support across nearly every industry, making it increasingly attractive for those seeking substantial returns. Looking ahead, Cardone forecasts that Bitcoin could grow into a $1 trillion industry within the next 3 to 4 years, suggesting a potential 10x increase from its current market value. This could propel Bitcoin's price to an impressive $500,000, presenting an unmatched investment opportunity. Stay tuned until the end of the video to hear Gary Cardone's exciting outlook on why Bitcoin is set for massive growth.
You don't have time. Don't miss out this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself first ahead of the crowd. We have created the ultimate step-by-step crypto cheat guide that will guide you this bull run. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Now by clicking on the link below to get your exclusive copy just under $10.
Yeah, I continue to say this is absolutely the best time to buy Bitcoin. That risk adjusted, and also the time that people have to wait now. Like I was early. I could have walked in 3 months ago. Like 3 months ago would have been like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm coming in right now. Even if you miss 30, 40, my average cost is $40,767. Sometimes people look at me that have been around longer than you have, and they're like, whoa, really, dude? And I'm like, your cost isn't just like 10,000. I don't care if you've been here for like 30 years, dude. No, people didn't add. They stopped adding.
That's right.
And I don't get it, Scott. The point I was trying to make was that and you've seen some of this, but I think the greatest wealth that will be made in this industry is getting ready to be made. Oh, yeah. This time it's going to be retained. I'm sad to say I'm not sure it's going to be from most of the beginners, the guys that first started. I'm not sure they've learned the lesson. Because I still, like, I'm one of the most bullish people I know in this space, man. Like, I am so bullish, and people look at me that have been around a long time. They're like, yeah, not so sure. I'm like, dude, like this thing, y'all stop buying your story. I mean, I think they have stopped buying their story for some reason, Scott. Do you know what I mean? Because this should be the perfect asset class, and it's literally at the perfect time that the world needs it, dude. And they don't do this if they think it's some bubble gum, guys. Okay, they think this is a $1 trillion opportunity. Institutions don't do this size. Franklin Templeton has been studying this market over 8 years. Like what's interesting to me?
He's been in since like 2014.
Yeah, what's interesting to me is if this is the entire crypto value chain from mining all the way to Joe Consumer. Every major institution has taken now, one part of the financial world has gone in and drilled into almost every piece of the value chain now. Okay, Franklin Templeton, you got BNY Mellon now talking custody. Quite frankly, you say it's unfair. I say, hey, that is exactly how this works. Custodia Bank will now get it, but they're going to give it to a major player. They want to safeten up this marketplace. And I have never seen a greater validation of an industry when you see every major player doing this, dude. There isn't anyone except Vanguard that's sitting off to the side, okay? And nobody cares about them. Nobody cares. You have Deloitte with 2,000 people. Ernst & Young has 400 people. KPMG has a whole monster team. It's not just the banks, dude. It is literally every industry is starting to support Bitcoin and the ancillary activities that go around this industry. 2 years from now, this industry is going to be so different, dude. Like the money, the transfer of wealth inside this industry is going to be spectacular. There's going to be a lot of upset people because the old tribey thing that's done. I mean, it's going to be a whisper. And I hope people can mature with this. It may not be the Bitcoin that people read into the white paper, but the Bitcoin that people read into the white paper, it's not the white paper read, by the way. But I think the slant that people put on it from the anarchist view, which, by the way, I am an anarchist. I hate control. Okay, like I am.
I know.
I spend a lot of money on private.
Ask Gary why he doesn't fly domestic.
You mean commercial? Because I don't want people touching on me, dude. Like I don't like the process, right? I mean, United Airlines just decided that they're gonna, DEI for their pilots really important, and I'm like, no, I want the best pilot, dude. Including if that's a robot, I want the best pilot. Don't give me somebody that's a female, and that's your number. It's a plane. So yeah, I don't really trust the system. But my point is, the world that the Bitcoiners about, just the world that we were living in, the peer-to-peer, away from the government, it was never going to be a big business. That's just the truth. You're not going to have anything over $1 trillion. Now, if you want a $30 trillion industry, we got to include everybody. And in fact, it won't be 30. It'll be 300 trillion if you include everyone. And that now, if Bitcoin is really great, Scott, if it's, solves every problem, it will also solve the cartel problems that everyone complains about, the naughtiness. So Bitcoin's either going to solve a lot of problems and it's perfect, or it will kind of fall in place and have its own little piece in the industry. But I actually have a belief that it's going to be a multi-trillion dollar, hundreds of trillions. Now, what time frame? That's the question. Is it 10 years or 20? But I can absolutely see Bitcoin as a $10 trillion industry in the next 3 to 4 years. That's a 10x from here.
Yeah.
Right? So that's
Bitcoin's
a $500,000 Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is heating up, and Trump's rise on Polymarket is playing a big role. As Trump leads on the world's largest prediction market, Bitcoin supporters are rallying behind him, especially with his promise of crypto-friendly policies. Polymarket is packed with Bitcoin enthusiasts, which explains the significant boost for Trump. This creates an opportunity for savvy traders to profit as the market adjusts. With Bitcoin's future looking brighter than ever, Trump's surge only adds to the excitement. Now, let's return to Gary Cardone's insight.
I think people just, maybe they don't understand that. See, my theory is the timing here is so good because I think all other asset classes are at absolute max investment.
Yeah.
Okay. Every rich person on the planet and every company has literally peak consumption. And so I'm looking around going, okay, if that's right, and we don't really have a peak anything other than consumption, peak demand, what is there out there that I can get a hold of? Do I either sell the whole market because we're at peak demand and the whole market's got to go down, or can I buy something that is not at peak demand? And then I run into Bitcoin and go, whoa, less than 1% adoption. There's 2,700 billionaires, 400,000 ultra wealthy, and 62 million millionaires. I don't think any of them have bought Bitcoin in any volume yet, right? Dude, that alone is a monster market. Just those guys, right? Just the ultra wealthy. It used to be, okay, we're 40,000, it can go to zero. It's at 60,000. I agree with you, dude. I don't think it can go to anything below 30. Not with these kind of buyers. Like, we've never had people like my brother go, yeah, I think I want to buy 150 million when I get in. They're not going to buy $1 worth. They're not going to buy $10,000 worth. They're going to, a billionaire friend of mine, his first purchase was 120. Like, that was his first whack, man. He's like, oh, I like this shit. Well, $120 million, man. This is the way these people are going to operate. And they want to know that all these tools are here. All these big players coming in are making people like my brother much more comfortable. Whereas I kind of like the noise because I'm like, oh shit. It's kind of like trying to buy a house. I always go see the houses when I'm trying to buy one that look really bad in the magazines. Yeah. It's a really expensive house, but the fucking ad's just horrible. It's like, okay, let me go to that one because no one's going to come see this house, or it's grossly overpriced. And then you can do things with it. Let's talk about, you got kids. You can no longer be the wild party raver, DJer.
I can try.
Have been out with you. I can assure you, Gary goes home before Scott and Emmy. In fact, I have been known.
And Scott goes home before Emmy, by the way. Yeah, it's whatever.
You hit me a note one night. I guess you escaped, huh? I said, "Oh yeah, I definitely got."
You were gone. You're a ghost, man. When you want out, you're gone. That's the
well, I just saw where it was going. I'm like, I don't think I have any business here. I mean, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just getting loud.
Yeah.
Where was I headed? Oh, so you got kids, you got a wife, you've got a future, you're a young man and you're probably mid-30s. Where do you see Bitcoin going?
You know, I'm 47 now, guys.
Hey, I'm always stroking it, okay? Where does Bitcoin, how long are you going to hold on to Bitcoin? And does this really, like, when you're 45-ish years old, how do you look at this for 20 years now? Let's talk about market cap. We're at 1.2 trillion-ish. 2 years from now, can you see Bitcoin below a $1.2 trillion industry? I cannot.
No, I can't.
See, I can't see this number, like 57, dude. I'm still a buyer at 57. If something happens, a war, a nuclear, or some idiot shoots somebody else, I can see buying at 57 or 56. I don't think I'm going to see any of these numbers again. Yeah, I put us at $3 trillion market cap in 18 months.
Yeah,
that's triple from here. I've made massive amounts of decisions. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money. I'm telling you what I'm doing with my money. He's telling you what he's doing with his money. And we're going to share with you our experiences going through that and the rationale. Like he and I were on a call today with a very smart guy. Reed's a very smart guy. Now, I would like to sit down with Reed and go, Reed, why do you hate Bitcoin? This does not make sense to me. Your intellect is bigger than that. All I have to do is look at the people that are coming here. Dude, that's better than the price of Bitcoin. Look at the quality of people and companies coming here. Sit down with 5 of them. It will be some of the 5 smartest people you've ever met. Anytime a garden is filled up with fertilizer and water and soil and constantly replenished and supported, these are the biggest firms in the world. There is an industry there. It's going to develop. It never doesn't happen where that industry doesn't develop. And that is why I'm saying the timing right now, it has never been better to come into Bitcoin. You're going to take the absolute least amount of time to see a return. And you're doing all the work on the back of Scott and myself and others that came before you. Just look at the talent that's coming here. That's not even considering the money they come with. They come with a shitload of money. Do you agree with that thesis?
Oh, so much.
You've never seen
everything you said, 1,000%.
The Bitcoin space is evolving rapidly, opening up incredible opportunities for those who see its potential. With top minds and major companies entering this market, new talent is accelerating Bitcoin's growth like never before. Leading this shift are some of the brightest individuals, bringing fresh ideas, innovative solutions, and a level of expertise that is propelling Bitcoin into new frontiers. As more industries recognize its value and more experts dedicate their skills to its advancement, opportunities in the Bitcoin space grow more promising each day. For those who understand its potential, now is the time to get involved and capitalize on this momentum. With all that in mind, do you agree with Gary Cardone? Do you see Bitcoin as the next big opportunity, or do you think it's just hype? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.